Hey everybody, it is Johanna at Orbital Astrology, and I'm here at Resonant Essentials. I hope that you can hear me a little bit better. I have my AirPods in today, so please let me know if the sound is okay, if you can't hear me. I did a little test run to see if it was working, and it seemed to be working pretty well. So here we are. It is the last day of July. It is July 31st, and what a week it was last week with that Mars energy happening, all the retrogrades, all the movements into new signs. It's like this big, brash Leo energy happening right now. So I hope you all had an okay week and it wasn't too stressful um, because Mars has officially left the building, which is a huge relief, right? Because Mars getting involved with the energy of Saturn and the Uranus square that's been happening all year has been really difficult. It was very triggering, I think, for a lot of people, very confrontational last week. And, my heart goes out to people who were struggling. But now Mars has moved officially into Virgo. So Mars is leaving all of the fixed sign stressful energy. So we get to at least have a little bit of a respite from that. So it's nice to finally just experience the Leo energy in a positive way. The sun in Leo is really going to be active this week just because now that Mars has moved away from all of that triggering energy, um, the sun is actually going to be moving through that. So I know that sounds like, oh, great, part two is happening again, but we're talking about the sun, which is positive, which is life giving, which is energizing, and it'll be focusing on increasing your vitality. So even though the sun is going to be moving through the same places that Mars was, triggering this Saturn and Uranus energy, we are going to feel it as a much more heartfelt and a much more, okay, I can handle this instead of things being thrown in your face, things being aggressive. Um, you know, when it's Leo season, one of the best things about Leo season is really that radiance that we all get to feel, that real joyful, over the top, dramatic expression of the purest elements of summer. And we are at the peak of summer right now. I mean, after Leo season, it's all downhill towards the winter solstice. So we really are kind of wanting to take the time this week to enjoy ourselves. Of course, we always have to think about all the other layers of astrological energy. So, all the Leos out there who are having their birthdays, you may be a little kind of annoyed this year because you have to be part of this bigger picture in 2021, which is this fight between tradition and structure and the way things used to be versus how things are now and where we're going in the future and all of the disruption and chaos that's happening as we sort of are realigning ourselves into this whole new world that we live in. So it's okay, Leos. It doesn't always have to be always about you and your birthday and all the fun stuff. I mean, that should not be taken for granted, and definitely go ahead and have a party this year and celebrate. But just know there's going to be like this weird little underlying undercurrent of, well, my birthday's not the same this year. Something has totally shifted. And even though as much as I don't want that to affect me, I'm still going to have to relook at the rules, relook at the regulations, look at the laws, look at the foundations of the foundation of what my life is built on, because we do have Saturn retrograde right now. Saturn always wants us to look at what is working and functioning on a structural level in our lives. So all the stuff we don't like to look at are the tax code, the paperwork, the applications, um, the roof on your house, the structure of your home, the structure of your in relationships, all of those things that let us live our daily lives so we can have the fun part, which is the Leo part. Those things are important too. So make sure that you just keep that in mind this week because, yes, it's your time to shine. It's your time to be able to have fun. But you can, be aware of the undercurrent of the seriousness of our lives and all the things that are going on with us right now. So um, that's really the big thing because we have some alignments this week Gosh, I mean, tomorrow is the 1st of August, if you can believe it. We are in August. Monday, the 2nd, is when the sun is actually going to face off against Saturn, which is retrograde. So at 10 degrees, the sun is going to be at 10 degrees Leo, and Saturn is retrograde at 10 degrees Aquarius. So those two are 180 degrees away from each other. So literally facing off against each other. And the moon will be moving into Gemini that day. So at least there's a little bit of a lightning energy. So you may be a little anxious that day. Gemini energy is very mental. It's very much having conversations with ourselves in our heads. So we might be going back and forth a little bit with yourself, like why is this happening? Oh, this is the option that could happen. Oh, maybe this is how I should do this. So with things that are coming up for you as part of this opposition between the sun and Saturn, just take some deep breaths and don't drive yourself crazy about it. Just know that you're going to be pretty mentally stimulated on Monday the 2nd. But don't worry, things are moving. We're also in the waning moon phase, so we're letting go of stuff right now. We're getting rid of things we don't need anymore, things that we can't take with us, things that no longer are part of the cycle, stuff that just didn't work, stuff that didn't come to fruition. Just let it go. This week is all part of that. The new moon is actually going to be Sunday the 8th, so we'll talk a little bit more about that next week. But just know this final week is a lot of releasing going on. At the same time, feeling um, like you want to celebrate yourself a little bit. You may feel a little bit of an energy boost this week, so hopefully use that energy boost to get rid of the stuff that you should be getting rid of or replacing, or all the paperwork you need to fill out this week, all that stuff you may be getting a little bit more energy to actually do. So we have the moon in Gemini, then it moves into Cancer on Wednesday the 4th, and the sun's going to be making a little trine to Chiron. So we did talk about Chiron a little bit last week, and um, yeah, I actually didn't post the link to get the Chiron information that I had, but I can do that today. So yeah, there's going to be kind of a supportive element this week to healing, to looking at the past wounds and healing ourselves, and that's going to be on the 4th. So yeah, use this energy. I mean, the sun is really active this week. So use all of that to focus on what needs healing, what needs working with, because you're going to have the opportunity to look at the positive side of it instead of, oh, what's really still hurting me? What's really wounding me still? So we're moving on to, let's see, Thursday. It seems a little bit quieter. Friday the 6th, we are back with the sun making a square to Uranus. So it already made its little opposition to Saturn, which was one half of the big confrontation of 2021. Now it's going to make the second part to Uranus on Friday the 6th. So that will also be maybe a little bit of a shakeup on Friday, but you also are supported by this Leo energy. The sun is the strongest it is in any sign that as it is in Leo. So Leo is the place where the sun functions the best, and you're going to be able to get the most energy to do the things that you want to do. So follow your heart this week. Really do. Really, if you feel frustrated, you feel like you can't handle the stuff that's coming up, if there's going to be more conflicts, more things you don't want to look at, or you are feeling like you can't handle looking at them, you don't want to get rid of stuff, but you really feel like you have to, really tap into that Leo energy, that sun energy, and feel, where do I get my vitality from? What really feeds my soul? What is my heart telling me that how I'm going to get through this? And where can I find that energy? Where can I go to really recharge my batteries this week? So yep, by next Saturday, the moon will actually have moved into Leo again, because we're coming up to the new moon in Leo. So everything's going to start feeling a little more aligned as we approach Sunday the 8th, and that's when we get to start the whole new lunar cycle. So yeah, get rid of stuff this week. Take that energy and just go for it. Really power through it, and I hope you can use this energy to the best possible end that you would like to put it to, whatever goals, whatever events, parties, projects, whatever you're working on this week, really just go for it. And I know a lot of people are really busy right now, but that is to be expected with all of this energy in the sky. So hang in there. I hope last week wasn't too stressful. This week, we're really going to need that extra boost of energy to get through it. So I will see you next week, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.